Hi everyone, welcome back to the Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with the big one, the match preview for Newcastle United's Carabao Cup final this Sunday at Wembley against Liverpool. Wow, the biggest game of the season by a country mile for me, for everybody watching. This game I've been waiting for it. I've been working all week and I've been distracted. It's been really good, but since I've come back and been consuming content about it, I cannot wait for this game. I started the week nervous and anxious, and now I'm absolutely delirious with excitement that Newcastle United might end a 70-year drought of winning a domestic trophy at Wembley this Sunday, 4:30 kickoff. Let's get stuck right into it. I'm going to talk about the lineup in a second, but just before we do, we'll talk about this game in terms of just the magnitude of the game, what it could mean to the football club, what it could mean to the fans and everything else as well. You know, I know people have been saying, oh, let's not pile pressure on the lads and all that stuff. I'm not trying to do that here, right? But people need to understand what this means to Newcastle United as a football club, what it means to a fan base as well. 70 years since Newcastle United have won a domestic trophy. People have lived and passed away, sadly, and not seen Newcastle lift any silverware. Think of the players that haven't been able to win a trophy for this football club. Alan Shearer, Gary Speed, Shay Given, Les Ferdinand, Andy Cole, Peter Beardsley, some of the best players that the Premier League has ever seen, the leading goal scorer the Premier League has ever seen. They couldn't get it over the line. They couldn't do it. Some of the best managers that not just this club's ever seen, England managers, Kevin Keegan, Sir Bobby Robson, nobody managed to get this done. Nobody managed to win a trophy. And on Sunday, as the title says in this video, you could be heroes just for one day, lads. And that's what these players need to do. It doesn't matter what's gone on before. It doesn't matter what's going to happen after. If you can show up for one game, 90 minutes to 2 hours of football, and you can give us a performance like we've seen before, like we know you're capable of. We see a Paris Saint-Germain 4-1 performance. We see an Arsenal performance. We see a City performance. We beat big teams and we beat them with belief, pure belief. They've had better players than us. They've had bigger squads than us, and everything's been stacked against us. Nobody's given us a fucking hope, and we beat them, and we need to do that again. We need to do that on Sunday. Yes, we've got a depleted squad. There is no doubt about that at all. But we need to make sure. That we can do that in this game. We really, really do. And my God, it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be an absolutely massive challenge for Newcastle United on Sunday. But hey, why not? When you're in finals, you've got to play the best around. So let's look at the lineup. I'm going to get back into this in a minute, but let's look into the lineup and how we are going to play as a squad. Well, how we think you should play. That might not be what Eddie's going to do. But here's the lineup. Mark's going to pull up with the power of YouTube right now. Martin Dubravka in goal, we've gone for. I think that Eddie will probably go for Nick Pope. I don't really agree with that. I think Martin Dubravka has more than deserved his place in this final. He's been sensational since Pope's been injured. He was brilliant in the ties to get us here as well. And I think Martin deserves his chance at the final, but I don't think it's going to happen for Martin. I think Nick Pope will probably get the jersey. The back four kind of picks itself. Would we have loved to have gone three at the back? Like we did against Arsenal, nullified that threat that they have, absolutely. But the bot man was injured. Lewis Hall's out injured. It's a massive blow to Newcastle United, but it's a chance for players to come in and do a job and show what they can do in this squad and in this starting lineup. So we've gone for Kieran Trippier at right back. The experience of Trippier. This could be Trippier's last chance of winning some silverware. And if he can be the guy who helps us win the first domestic trophy in 7 years, what a way to sign off in his career in the Premier League. Potentially in the next year or two, by being that guy. That's what he came to this football club to do. He was the Iron Man fucking signing, in the Marvel saga. He was the one that started it all. What a way for Kieran Trippier to go out in terms of a blaze of glory with Newcastle United. If he helps us win a trophy, we'll need his experience. He looked really good against West Ham. We need him to be good, great. Trippier of old in this game. We really do need that. Centre-half pairing, Fabian Schär, scares me a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Been very cagey, very ropey at times this season. We need a throwback. We need you to turn back timeshare is what we need. We need to see a Fabian Schär against Paris Saint-Germain performance. If you want to go wander up this pitch and smash one in from 35 yards, pal, you do that as well. We need Fabian Schär at his very best in this game. Dan Burn just called up to the England squad at 32 years old. Absolute amazing achievement for Dan Burn. A Geordie boy, another chance at Wembley, another chance to end that 70-year drought. As a Geordie boy, he'll be feeling this even more than anybody else. He really, really will. But he's got to lock that shit down, and he's got to play the game that he's been playing all season. It's got him in the England squad because he's been excellent. Tino Livramento at left back, We'll need that pace against Mo Salah. Lewis Hall was excellent against Mo Salah in the Premier League. He really nullified him a fair bit in that fixture in the league. But we need Tino's legs. We need his pace to stop Liverpool's main threat, which is Mo Salah on the right-hand side. They've had an injury to Trent Alexander-Arnold, which is a big blow for them. They're losing that delivery from set pieces. They're losing that threat of that ability to pass that Trent is really, really good at. He's not the best at defending, but he's very good with the ball at his feet. So that's a big blow for them. And they don't have any recognised right-backs either because Conor Bradley's out into as well. Probably Kwanzaa's going to have to move across from centre-half and fill in at right-back. Even Curtis Jones was talked about playing at right-back, so we can really get at them on this left-hand side if Tino overlaps and maybe uses that pace to get into their half and cause some serious threat. The midfield three, the big three, the power three, they're back. They should be ready for this game. We need them to step up. We need those performances from these three that make us think they could be the best three in the Premier League. We need to see it. We need to see it on Sunday. If any other game, lads, Sunday is the game. Sandro Tonali at defensive midfield has been excellent since he's got that number 6 role. Bruno Guimaraes, he's been talking before the game saying this is our World Cup final. We need a World Cup final performance from Bruno. We need that superhero Bruno performance, like Leicester City dive and header style. We need that from Bruno on Sunday. Joe Linton back in the team. The aggression, the threat, the dominance, the Thanos. I've seen the flag. It looks absolutely amazing. We need Joe Linton at his biggest bastard best to just shove the likes of McAllister, Gravenberch on their arse and just power through them, take this game by the scruff of the nuts and sort it out for us. That's our midfield three. We need them firing on all cylinders. And in the front three, Jacob Murphy on the right-hand side. Not everybody's cup of tea, but he's been excellent this season in the main. We need a Jacob Murphy performance. We need him to show up, use that pace, use that ability to get him behind, find Alexander Isak through the middle of those balls. We've obviously got Harvey Barnes is going to get his chance, we feel, on the left-hand side. What you say about Barnes, right? He may not be Anthony Gordon in terms of work rate, but he's got the ability to score goals and get assists. We saw that against West Ham, that lovely little clip ball in the box for Bruno. We need a goal in this game. Not to sound like Michael Owen, we need a goal to win in this game. And Harvey Barnes is capable of either getting it himself or setting up for somebody else. He's a very, very good player in the final third. This could be Harvey Barnes' biggest moment. He's been written off by loads of fans. He could really step up here and transform his whole opinion of Harvey Barnes at Newcastle United in 90 minutes in this game and show up and do the business for us. And right through the middle is the main fucking man, Alexander Isak. He says he's 100% fit. He says he's ready for this game. We need him to be firing all cylinders. He normally has a really good game against Liverpool. He plays excellent against Liverpool. You know, he's had Van Dijk's number, in my opinion. You know, in most of the games, I think he scored in something like five out of the 6 games or whatever he's played against Liverpool. He's been excellent in those games against them, and we need him to show up in this game. We need him to do the business, and we need him to do what he does best, and that is be a threat, score goals, do what he does, and hopefully that's what Alexander Isak will be doing. But in terms of their team, how they will be lining up, again, even though they're missing players, it is a strong team. Look at their team. A goal wanted. They've got Kwanzaa, Conte, Konate, beg your pardon, Van Dijk, Robertson, McAllister, Gravenberch, Mo Salah's the threat, Szoboszlai, Diaz, and probably Cody Gakpo, according to the lineup here. That's a dangerous Liverpool side, no matter the players that are missing. The big man that we need to keep quiet is Mo Salah. Diaz is a real threat as well, ain't no doubt about that. But Mo Salah is the match winner for them. 26, 27 goals or whatever this season. You keep Mo Salah quiet, you nullify a lot of the threat from Liverpool. It's easier said than done. It really, really is. But normally, when I do these match, reviews, and I try to be pragmatic, I try to be sensible, I try to be level-headed, but I've lost my fucking mind on this particular occasion. I'm so enthused with positivity in terms of how this game could go for Newcastle United, and I'm going to say we're going to do it. I'm going to say we're going to do it. I'm going to say that this is our time. I really, really am. Yeah, that's what we need to be doing. They're a great squad, this Liverpool squad. There's no doubt about it. And I normally have a pragmatic view, my heart, my head, and everything else, but I'm not doing it on this occasion. Positivity is the way forward in this. And I've been swept up in the belief, I believe this is Newcastle United's time. This is our time to win a trophy. First domestic trophy in 70 years. I don't give a fuck what all these mainstream pundits are saying. They're all writing us off. Nobody wants us to win. None of the pundits do. I saw those insufferable Man United loving wanks on the overlap, giving it big licks, and that fucking Mackham giraffe that is whatever her name is, Jill, I'm a celebrity. Can't remember her fucking surname, but you know who I'm talking about. Her fucking giving the big licks about how shit Newcastle play at Wembley. Yeah, we have been shit at Wembley. We haven't showed up, right, in the previous years to come. But that's why these lads have got everything in front of them right now to do that. Eddie Howe needs to motivate them. Eddie Howe needs to tell them this. Tell people are writing them off. Remember the Man United game? He wants a quick game, we'll fucking give it to him. That's what we need to do. We need to show all the lads, these people writing them off, these people saying they're not good enough, these people saying Liverpool are going to piss this 2 or 3-0. Show the lads that. Get them hyped up. Get them psyched up. Get them ready to go. I went Ant and Deck there. Do it for Ant and Deck. Fuck me. Do it for Ant and Deck. Do it for all the Geordie nation. Do it for everybody. Do it for Sam Fender, Mark Knopfler, every Geordie around. Do it for every Geordie fan around the world, because you can be legends. You can be heroes. You can etch yourself in to the history books of this football club. But you have to want it, lads. You have to do it. You have to show that you want it. Don't flake out. Don't bottle it. Don't let the game overawe you. Like we did against Manchester United. We came out the traps. We huffed and puffed. You almost seen Casemiro and Fred going, let's just keep it tight for 5 minutes. These guys will run themselves out. And that's exactly what they did. We can't do that in this game. We have to have good game management. But PSG showed you what to do against Liverpool. Get in amongst them, rattle them, get stuck into them in the first 5 or 10 minutes. We'll see what the referee's made of, right? But we've got players that can cause Liverpool threats too, certainly in the shape of Alexander Isak, certainly in the shape of Bruno Guimaraes and Sandro Tonali with their quality for midfield, certainly in the shape of Joe Linton with his physicality, certainly in the shape of Harvey Barnes with his ability to get goals. And we've got some players on the bench that can come on and maybe do something. Callum Wilson loves a goal. We know what Callum Wilson's like. Every time we write him off, he shows us what he can do. Will Asula's raw as fuck. Louis Miley. Could Louis Miley come on and score the winner? 18 years old, instant club legend. I mean, unbelievable stories are sitting there waiting to be written. And Newcastle have to write these stories. They have to do the business. I'm so excited for the game. I'm not going to be negative whatsoever. I'm not going to be pragmatic. I'm going to go for Newcastle United 2-1 victory, and we will win the Carabao Cup this season. And do you know what? We need this more than Liverpool do. How many football fans out there are sick of the same old fucking clubs winning these trophies year after year after year? It's not just Newcastle that needs this win. Football needs this win. Football needs teams like Newcastle to win these trophies, like Villa, like Leicester did a few years ago. We need other teams to win these trophies, because it's boring watching the same old 5 or 6 teams win these trophies. It is. It's boring. It's dull. It makes it all just completely predictable. The pundits love it. The Sky Sport, TNT loving pundits, Top 6 loving pundits. They love it. Newcastle, show these guys that somebody else can do that. Be an inspiration, not just for other teams. Be an inspiration for your fan base, your families, and be an inspiration for yourselves. Do it for yourselves. Sean Longstaff, Dan Byrne, Geordie lads, Louis Miley, Geordie lads, but also the rest of you have been here 3 years. You know what it means to the support base. You know what it means to win a trophy. And when you win that first trophy, quite often we've seen this with dynasties previously in clubs, the first trophy drops and you go on and you go on and you go on. And listen, I know a lot of Liverpool fans will be at me in the comments saying Onslaught can win his first trophy as a Liverpool manager. He's going to win the fucking Premier League, so he'll have a second one shortly after. You know, I don't spare any thoughts for Onslaught. Newcastle United deserve this trophy. And you know what? For the 3 years of transformation that Eddie Howe has brought this football club, he deserves this trophy as well. He really does. You know, giants before him couldn't get it done. Bobby Robson, Kevin Keegan couldn't get it done. Couldn't win a trophy. Even Rafa Benitez, who won trophies everywhere he was, massively affectionately thought of by Liverpool fans. Rafa couldn't win any trophies with Newcastle either. There's so many good players and managers that have been in black and white shirts and been in the dugout, have not been able to achieve the impossible dream for Newcastle. And this is your chance on Sunday, lads. Do it for the region. Do it for your families. Do it for yourself. Just show up and give us a game that we know you're capable of, and beat these bastards and lift that fucking Carabao Cup. That's my thoughts on that, guys. Let us know in the comments below what you think about the lineup, what you think about Liverpool, what you think about the dangers, the threats. Can we put a game on them? What do you think the result's going to be? Love to hear from you. Just drop a comment, like and subscribe, help the channel grow. Me and Mark will be back as a double act after the game, post-match analysis, win or fucking lose. We'll be there and we'll be talking to you in the comments as always. But keep it evermore until then, guys. Have a belt of the rest of your weekend, and I can't wait for Sunday. How are the lads? Bring it home. See you later.